Okay, let's go. Where are we? Okay. Yeah, we are streaming some Pokemons. Man, we've been doing the Elite Four over and over again, like trying to get our Pokemon up to where they need to be, and like, why is the audio never working? That's the device. The audio is always just like not working properly. I don't get it. Yeah, I just got back from the gym. I spent quite a lot of time there. I had like two workout programs to get through. I had like my weightlifting one and my posture improvement one. I don't know. I'm starting to see results finally, but it's like I don't know, man. It took like a month to get back into it. Actually, a little bit over a month because I just kept doing like the old routine even after I was done with it. It took me a month to kind of like get ready to start like do more serious lifting again. And even then, I'm not really that good at it. Um, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. Honestly, like I feel bad because I haven't been producing YouTube content. I haven't been like I didn't get to work on like I think the Expedition 33 video in the last couple of days. I've been so busy. Like there was just so much going on, and like I haven't written anything either. No. I've written plenty. Yeah, it feels like I don't write a lot, but I totally do. It's weird, but yeah, I don't know when like we're gonna get the kind of things. I thought it would be funny because I went to Best Buy today and they had like the Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-order date up. I thought it would be funny if I released the Cattle Have Fangs on the same day as Grand Theft Auto 6, like because it wouldn't impact my sales at all. I'm not scared of Grand Theft Auto 6. I know my audience is gonna show up no matter when I release because I just have that dedicated to a fan base. You know, like I don't know, man. Other people just they can't let themselves be intimidated by major releases like that. Yeah, that legit. I was thinking I would do it in February, but like that does feel kind of far off. So yeah, November might be a good date. You have only gotten a taste of the Pokemon League's power. Dravesia. No, wait, no, shit. Who's a good shit? I think Dragonite's the best I have. Man, what level does Grimer evolve? Like, I'm surprised that like the sheer amount of Pokemon that evolve in their 30s in the game, because like that just feels kind of impractical. Like, who the fuck is gonna evolve like grind Grimer to evolve in the muck? I don't know. Is Mud the best poison type in the game? Is it good? Like, I don't know. I've never cared for Muck, so Ash's Muck is legit. I don't know what it is, but like for some reason, Ash's Muck in the anime is like one of his top five Pokemon that just it just does not take damage against physical attacks for some reason. So like it just tanks everything. It's just a little beast. Yeah, I'd like to get back into the Pokemon anime, but I've just been so busy. I haven't watched anything. Like, well, yesterday I was like hanging out with friends. We watched like the Dark Crystal and an episode of the Twilight Zone, which was awesome. Really like that. Yeah, we went out and like someone bought a game of Catan and we didn't actually play it. And I'm just like, what are we doing? We didn't have time. Like we didn't want to learn it, but it's like we want to play it, but we're gonna have to set some time away to do that. Yeah, we were actually thinking about getting into D&D, and I picked out my own board game. what is it called? Like Oathsworn or something. I looked it up and I'm just like, this looks pretty sick. So like I think we're gonna play a lot of board games in the coming weeks. Well, I mean, D&D isn't actually a board game. We had to look this up because we were just like, is D&D a board game? Apparently, it's not. It's like a tabletop RPG. This seems like a pretty autistic distinction to me, but whatever. Crash the game market. It's not going to. No, I mean that's why I'm calling Grand Theft Auto a failure because it feels like everything it's trying to push is just like kind of doomed to failure. You know what I mean? Like I don't think the physical media thing is going to take off. I don't think the price point's going to take off. Like no other game other than GTA is going to get away with like selling games at $100. That's just the reality. I don't think the prices are going to get much higher than they are now. Um, I think we'll probably see an economic boom and like prices for everything just drop. Like honestly, I think it's gonna happen pretty soon after like the current billionaire elite class die because I think that's the main problem is that like these people are just insane. Um, I don't know. I was watching a video from like Argent today, and he tries doing this thing where he comes out and he's like, "Oh, I have no hope for the future. Like even if people were to rise up, the shadow organizations would bring it all down." And I'm just kind of like, "Where are you at, you fucking retard?" Like I don't know, man. Like I feel like the establishment's already failed. It is like something I've been saying for a long time. Uh, I feel as if like, man, he still hasn't evolved. So is Agatha like Oak's blue? I never really thought about that before. If she was his rival. What we need is like Pokemon, like, uh, yeah, we did a Pokemon game that like where one version takes place in the distant past and one takes place in the future. Like we need that to happen. I mean, we already did that with like Black and White, but an entire game like that would be killer. Yeah, I really want to play that Catan game. I really want to do it. I'm pissed we didn't get around to it. I mean, we were doing a lot of stuff that day, but it's like, ugh. Yeah, it's difficult to get together because like everyone's working and it's just kind of a nightmare. Um, yeah, I'm definitely glad I'm out of that like position I was in where like there was just nobody around. That's just not true anymore. So and it shouldn't be again. Okay, very thankful to be out of that. But it's also becoming increasingly apparent that like it was never my fault. It was entire like that's kind of my mindset on this is that like it was entirely like other people's fault. It's just like my mindset like what was the cause of all my problems? Like no, it was other people. I wonder when they're actually gonna go into like Oak and Agatha's history together. It's interesting how they have like all these questions that like they don't really answer. And we're at the point now where like the Pokemon we're trying to evolve are so take so long to evolve that like you have to go through the entire Elite Four for it to happen. It's crazy. For the record, we're doing Grimer and Execute now. Yeah, I think it's level 35 for Grimer. I did see send out Aerodactyl. That's a weird pick. Like Kingdra was a bad pick, and I think they have like special effective moves against Zapdos. It's just that like, I'm so powerful it doesn't matter. The level of hacking, yeah. All my moves to be super effective. Yeah, I'm ready to move on to a new Pokemon game. I was thinking like, yeah, Pokemon XD might be fun to do. I was kind of clowning on it when I last played it, but like, I don't know. The fact that I haven't like, really given it a shot, I probably should honestly. I think it just came out at the wrong time for me. Because like, didn't it come out around the time I was like playing a ton of RPGs? Well, I still am, but it's like, yeah, I think it was like fresh off the endless grind or something. You are a Pokemon master. I really should go to a store and just blow all my money on like maxing out all my items. I don't want it to like, I don't know, max out or something. Look how much money you have. Okay, 58 hours. Yeah, we're 58 hours in. Lugia, Jurassic. So Grimer still hasn't fucking evolved. Ah, shit! I forgot to write my blog article today. Shit. I don't know why Oak talks shit to Blue because like even if he loses the champion position, like he's still objectively like the second best like trainer in the region. I don't get like what I don't get is why like how do you join the Elite Four? Like so like he becomes champion and then he like lowers himself to a gym leader position. What does that mean? Does that mean that like gym leaders are actually higher ranked than Elite Four members? Like surely not. Yeah, it's crazy how much things have changed by Gen 3. It was like mind blowing like when it came out. Like the train and like the redesigns. Like you find Misty on that date, which like blew my mind. I always bitch about that, but like, oh well shit. That was not a good move. Uh I guess I can just shadow ball to that. Yeah, it's interesting how like uh level differences stop mattering at a certain point. Because like there are things you can do and you have like yeah, I think we're gonna have to go out in the Safari zone and actually like try to catch Chansey or whatever. It's gonna be fucking crazy. This is fucking awesome. I mean, we kind of Dratini. I don't know. Dratini's like I don't know if it's easier or harder to find the chance. I imagine it's not as hard, but like I don't know. There are like alternate ways to get Dratini. There's no alternate way to get Chansey. Chansey has to be like one of the hardest to find Pokemon in the game, actually, because it's a Safari Zone exclusive. There's a lot of Pokemon that are like Safari Zone exclusive, and a lot of really good ones too. So like, are they not actually native to the Kanto region? Yeah, which nice. Bait works well. Yeah, how does it work? Like rocks make it easier to catch, but like it raises the chance of them running away. You've got to be fucking kidding. I hate full restores. I hate them. Yeah, I have caught Chansey before. Like I remember I did it, but like I don't think I ever actually used it because I think I caught it and then I tried to use it and then I felt like it sucked. Like it's just like I don't know. The thing about Chansey, I don't think being a tank really. This was like back in Gen One. I don't think being a tank really suits. Oh wow, he's still frozen. I don't think being a tank suits like the playstyle of Gen One because I feel like there's just so many ways around like Chansey's wall. I don't think it's that good. Maybe it is, and I'm just not aware of it. Like I would just not have a fighting type or like a psychic type would do it. I think I don't know. Yeah, the last couple of times I froze him, he just kind of like just sat there and took like immediately melted. So I wasn't sure what was going on with that. So like he does it twice because he knows that like Tyranitar is the only Pokemon I struggle with because I don't have any good water types on me right now. Yeah, I'll have to look at a guide and verify that. Yeah, it's weird. I miss stuff like the Safari Zone. It feels like in Gen 1 you had like all these really cool like hidden secret Pokemon that you really had to like shit. That you really had to fight to like unlock and like now it just doesn't feel that way. Like the Pokemon that are hard to get are just like I don't know, kind of gimmicky and weird. I don't know, maybe I'm just not paying enough attention, but I'm just not interested in a lot of like the Pokemon in modern gens to just like go out and catch them all. Is just kind of my mindset on it. Like I don't know, you get into you start liking certain Pokemon for weird reasons. Like I didn't start liking Tinkaton until like it appeared in Pokopia, and then it came off as really cool and badass. But like the Tink Master, but like you just look at everything else and it's like I've actually straight up lost before because recently because like I keep getting into the situation where Zapdos is my last Pokemon and then I just like I don't know miss Thunderbolt or something and I just like yeah it's like yeah Gyarados is weak to electricity and then Venusaur is weak to like Drill Peck so that leaves like Arcanine which I think tends to like I think it's like extreme sped me to death sometimes. What the hell is Arcanine gonna do? Okay, yeah, great idea, bro. Send out like your intimidate Pokemon against my special attacker. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. Can't believe I got fucked over by extreme speed like the other day. Like it doesn't do that much damage, but like I just wasn't expecting it because like it was like paralyzed or something. I had the upper hand, and then like it just pulled out extreme speed and killed me, and I lost the match because of that. It was 4 restores does this bastard have? You know, if he actually like kept his team up to spec and like actually scaled them to like my Pokemon, he'd probably be whipping my ass. Like that Tyranitar is still a nightmare. What the fuck? How many 4 restores does this bastard have? That is so frustrating. What is he doing? So he used 4 restores twice just to keep his Pokemon on the field. Yeah, gets a critical hit. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so he's gonna set up the Venusaur next. So I think what he was trying to do is that he was weakening my physical attack, leading into Venusaur. It's actually pretty good AI. That was actually not a bad idea, but we'll just switch it out and reset it. Oh, oh. I don't think Grimer's gonna win this. Yeah, can I one shot it? I don't even need to one shot it. I just need to get low enough so that like the sandstorm kills it next turn. Yeah, we did it. We beat him. Just barely, but all right. Yeah, I mean, we're limiting ourselves to 4 functional Pokemon. Oh, Thunder. Let's see. Light Screen, Thunderbolt. Okay, what's the point of using Thunder? Because it's so inaccurate. Thunderbolt is so good that, like, I don't understand why you would, like, go for Thunder. It's so inaccurate. That can't be. You beat me at my best. Oh. Finally. Holy shit. How long did that take? Yeah, is Muck even any good? I'm just like. Yeah, what's the new Dragon Quest Monsters coming out, by the way? I'm really hyped for that. Yeah, and Rain, yeah. Yeah, I have a Pokemon with Rain Dance, but like if it's not on the same Pokemon, it's like I would have to set it up and it's like I don't know. I can't wait. Marvel Tokon is not doing well. Yeah. So yeah, is the Marvel fad dying? Because like when Marvel Rivals came out, people were really defending it for a long time. Probably because it was free. Yeah, Take-Two CEO defends GTA 6 $80 price. Unironically says, be grateful they didn't charge more. Yep. Yep, yeah, that's about what I thought. Yeah, GTA is not going to survive, I think. I think this is going to be the last time it's relevant. Because it's just not going to live up to its own hype, essentially. I wanted to finish Ace Attorney 4. Uh, So is even Max like even Max dude hates Tokon? Wow, that's crazy. And this does not look good. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting that like Tokon bombed as badly as it did. I I yeah, I think Granblue is really something special, honestly. I really think it fixed all the problems with like contemporary RPGs. It's a new IP for consoles. I think they killed it, honestly. I'll be putting out a review at some point in the future. I still need to do like the post game stuff, but yeah, I think it's an amazing game. Yeah, I was talking about Street Fighter Six with my buddy yesterday, and it's like people don't want to learn Street Fighter. Like even I was just like the only reason to play Street Fighter is like to play competitively. Like when you look at Mortal Kombat, people like the characters and the lore and the history. Like there's like things outside the competitive scene to care about. You know what I mean? Like with Street Fighter is not like that. Like that's the problem. Is that Street Fighter is like entirely like try hard FGC focused, and I don't know. I like that, but at the same time, it's like, well, why doesn't it do like a have a single player mode? Why doesn't it have good characters or just? And I do think it's important to say that like Street Fighter Six does not have good characters in general. Like Marissa sucks, Lily sucks, Dhalsim sucks, Luke sucks. Like there's just so many bad characters in Street Fighter Six. It's kind of embarrassing. Like it doesn't really matter though because like no one actually plays those characters. Like whenever I hop online, I hardly ever see any of the bad characters, and everyone just plays like the good ones. I don't know. Street Fighter Six is kind of weird because it's brought in a lot of normies because there hasn't been a lot of other fighting games this gen. But like at the same time, like it still feels like it has the same problems that Street Fighter's always had, where like it's just too competitive. Like there's no other reason to get into it other than that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go see the Street Fighter movie, but like I can't imagine it's gonna be good. Like the Mortal Kombat movie from the '90s is like a legit classic. I think. I mean, I haven't seen it. Melty Blood fighting game, Mod Marvel. What's Melty Blood? Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of new fighting game IPs like take off. Smash is the big one, but I think Arms is going to be a big deal. I'm sure Poken's going to come back. I'm sure like we're going to see more stuff like that. I always go home to mom, have dinner, and then just come back. Yeah, I looked it up because like I didn't realize this immediately. It just dawned on me. You cannot get Umbreon and Espeon in this game. Like apparently there's like a method to do it in Ruby and Sapphire. Apparently there's like an internal clock even though there's not like an in-game clock. So Umbreon and Espeon just it depends on like the timer you set in your room, I think, for that one. But yeah, Fire Red and Leaf Green for some reason does not let you do that. So you cannot evolve Umbreon and Espeon properly, and it's just like I really wanted both. I have not had them both in a party since like Soul Silver, and I was really ecstatic about doing it again, and like I just love them. So like it sucks. Like they really are my default like dark and psychic type Pokemon, but like I'm West from Pokemon Coliseum, that's my spirit animal. But like and my girlfriend Ryui. It's weird. Yeah, so like growing up, I would always call her Zoe after like my first girlfriend. So like Ryui does kind of sound kind of similar, doesn't it? Okay. Okay. Tsukihime Fate. Yeah, I don't think any of the fringe stuff is gonna do it. I think it's gonna be one of those situations where like some like upstart comes in and just goes, Granblue just did that with like RPGs, I think. I think Granblue is quite a bit better than any modern FF, Final Fantasy. So I think like we're gonna see that with fighting games eventually too. What race? She was white? Like what why are you in this game? Uh how do we need now? Uh Machamp, Bellsprout, Golem, Ponyta. Yeah, we can find Ponyta on the wild. I guess we can go catch it. Shelter, Onyx, Gengar, Krabby. I don't. Yeah, Krabby's everywhere. Yeah, I guess we could just go out and how are we gonna get him on Chant? Rhyhorn, right on. A Japanese. Now I've never been with a Japanese chick. Yeah, there aren't a lot of them around. There's like a lot of Koreans, but like if you know anything about Koreans, they're like nothing like Japanese people. So like I've never been able to. I've never even met a Japanese chick. I don't think. Yeah, they're all like Chinese or like Korean in my area, or like Vietnamese. Like, yeah, we have everything except fucking Japanese people. There was like a little Japanese girl that was like younger than me who was really smart, but like yeah, she was like way younger. Yeah, she's the only one I can think of. Uh, The Last Samurai someday. I'm not interested, honestly. Like, I might have done it like 10 years ago, but like I'm pretty committed to like continuing the fight race at this point. So I'm not too keen on race mixing. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, is that like that's what I realize is that like it feels like all the really good high quality people like don't leave their fucking countries because there's no reason to, right? They have everything they need at home and they're like high status. Like the people who come over here are like absolute trashy, like disgusting human beings. It's just like yeah, I haven't actually watched The Last Samurai. I know about the woke controversy where like people bitch about it. Oh no, Tom Cruise isn't a Japanese guy. Like, no, you fucking idiot. He's not the main. Like, the title isn't referring to him. He's seeing the end of like the samurai era. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like It's just such a dumb talking point. Like, did you even watch the movie? Yeah, like the woke shit's been going on for a long time. Woke shit. Woke. Can you get like level 100 Magikarps here in this game? Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was really popular with Japanese women. Yeah, because I think Tom Cruise bangs a Japanese girl. Yeah, I guess we can just catch probably one now. I think Tom Cruise like bangs a Japanese girl in it, and like Japanese women love that or something. I don't know. That's what I was told, but I'm not sure that's true. That is. I just noticed this watching like live action like Japanese like um animated adaptations. The one that stuck out to me was Rurouni Kenshin. Like it was like the live action version of that. Like the girl who played Kaoru in that was actually really attractive, and it just kind of dawned on me, just like, God damn it, like what is Hollywood doing? Like where are they finding these like chubby basic broads? I guess like they fired Weinstein or whatever, and now they're just having women in charge of hiring or something. And now like that's resulted in like bullshit like this. Wait, is Polyworld a trade Evo? Hang on. Yeah, I don't think we have Poliwag. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to breed Poliwhirl, get Poliwag, and then just if we don't have Poliwag. Okay, okay, we'll have to I gotta do that before we do anything else. Okay. Dude is a vampire. And, okay. Yeah, we'll get execute out when we go back. Okay. Do we even have anything in the hang on, yeah, I think we'll just go I think we'll just go there, get the thing out. Yeah, it's crazy how expensive PlayStation is now. Like they are not going to survive the console generation at those prices. Like I think they're going to have like this period of time where people are going to like still pretend like it's premium, but like I think it's going to fall apart in like the next couple of years. She's not getting that many more plushies. What am I doing wrong? A nagging feminist film? Yeah. We don't know how it got there. Yeah, it's like I don't want to go see movies anymore because like they're all just bullshit. Like people keep hyping up Obsession, and I'm just like, I'm sure it's some bullshit like woke propaganda like nonsense. But okay, Dorothy is the only one in the okay. All right, let's give it to Poliworld. Poliwrath. Where the hell did it go? Yeah, we're gonna level up a bit and like yeah, Poliwrath isn't a trade Evo, is it? It's a water stun Pokemon. 1,000. Wow, that's fucking insane. People are gonna pay those prices. Oh, I see. Okay, it was in there. It just hadn't grown a level. Okay. Oops, my bad. Damn it. The same creed, yeah. Yeah, it's about what I thought. I imagine like all the movies that they've hyped over the past uh like 6 months are all like really popping in. I mean, I went in depth about how I felt that way about like Hoppers and like Toy Story 5 in particular, but like everybody called Odyssey. I didn't really talk about Odyssey much. Damn it, I have an Odyssey video I need to make because but anyway, I need to remember to do that. But yeah, what's been all the hype movies? Like it's Spider-Man, Odyssey, Obsession. What's the other one? Like, were there any others? Because like people were glazing this year as like the best year for theaters in a long time, and I just don't see. Like, I feel like Hollywood's just going full tilt on like trying to get people back. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna be PC exclusive for now. For now on. Yeah, they're so bad. Yeah, I've heard they're bad. I haven't seen any of them. I never even watched like the Garfield ones. Like I just saw it and I was just like, oh, they recast them. Well, I'm not interested. Like the only thing that interested me about the Amazing Spider-Man is that they actually had like Gwen Stacy in it, and I was just kind of like, oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Actually, like using the Gwen Stacy thing. But you're probably better off watching like the Spectacular Spider-Man for that. She doesn't even die in that one, does she? Chicken Big Bird. What do you mean I do? Well, like McGuire was out of high school, like even before like the end of the first movie. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a I am not a fan of the idea that like Spider-Man should perpetually be in high school. Like, if you're gonna like, okay, like obviously there's like a niche for that. Like, obviously, like there's that's a core appeal of the character, but like the idea that he's not allowed to advance past that stage is just retarded. And like I do think it's very important that people understand that because I think like the thing that makes Spider-Man kind of a bit different than other heroes is that like he actually does like get older and like get married and all that like and like find his place in the world and stuff like that like that like I think the story should have concluded naturally instead of just like indefinitely just keeping him in high school. Yeah, I agree. Like that was my thing is that like I would have gone to see a Spider-Man 4. Like but like if they're getting rid of like the cast and the characters I liked and like replacing them with some asshole like no, like, I'm not interested. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I didn't watch Brand New Day. Like, I'm curious how long this is gonna happen because this happened with like No Way Home too, where like like when it first came out in theaters, like it became this huge success. Everybody was glazing it. Everyone was saying it was a masterpiece, and then it just kind of fell off. Same with like Into the Spider Verse, right? Or the second one specifically. Like people were saying it was this amazing movie, and now like people are realizing just how obviously like propaganda-ish it is. Like, oh, I'm gonna do my own thing. Like yeah, your thing of just ripping off other established characters. Too much emphasis. Yeah, people only went to see that because of Toby. I don't even know why they had like Andrew Garfield in it, like other than like just have him there. Because just like who the fuck cares about like Andrew Garfield. Like, who the fuck is even nostalgic for his movies? 3 was great, man. 3 was like a masterpiece. Like 3 was like pushing boundaries, man. Yeah, I have a problem with people who don't like 3. With MCU characters. And yeah, I don't know. Like it really feels like Spider-Man's gonna be the final boss of the MCU because people are like right now people are still going to see these movies just because they're Spider-Man. Like I don't know how much longer they can keep coming. Like this is coming after a long string of bombs. Like who do you know who remembers Venom or Madam Web or like just these awful Sony films that have come out, right? Like and then like this comes out and people are like glazing it and pretending it didn't happen. It's just like yeah, I can't stand it when people try to argue that like Toby was a bad Spider-Man. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like what more do you want from the character? He's just like why it's the Sean Connery. Yeah, he's still banging 20-year-old broads, like the absolute Giga Chad. Meanwhile, like Andrew Garfield is like simping for Emma Watson, 30-year-old Emma Watson at parties. Like, come the fuck on. Yeah, I still have not watched No Way Home. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think at some point I'm gonna get Disney Plus and I am gonna go through like all of their catalog and like just review everything that comes out on it that's on it or whatever because I'd like to go through all the really good Disney and Pixar stuff. But yeah, he's like in an episode of like Walker Texas Ranger and it just like I was just like I remember realizing it that when I was watching it I'm just like it's fucking Spider-Man. Spider-Man got life advice from Chuck Norris that explains everything. Yeah, this is how we beat feminism. Like all we had to do is like eliminate like the pearl clutching about like age gaps. That's all you have to fucking do. Like the instant people stop like taking these 30-year-old broads seriously, like you can't talk to a woman who's 25. Like just shut the fuck up, you dumb spinster. Like I don't want to hear it. Yeah, I really wonder how much longer that's going to continue. It feels like it's kind of fallen off already, but yeah, let's just use both. Oh yeah, we still have to go to Celadon and get. I love how like dudes try and argue that like I can't find women because Leonardo DiCaprio is taking them out on his boat. I'm just like, bro, you're not competing with DiCaprio. Like, shut the fuck up. And it's not like he keeps those bitches around anyway. So it's like that doesn't even work as like an excuse. Like, just wait until she turns 26, okay? Like shit. Damn. Do I have chicken at my party? Oh, I got chicken out. I guess we can just go to the Celadon department store, get my Hyper beam, attract. They don't even have the best stuff in the game. Like, what is this for? Dad will like that. Dad exists. An RPG, there's no time for that. It's a Super NES. Wow. Yeah, so they didn't upgrade it to a GameCube or anything. Wow. Yeah, this is a pretty faithful remake, all things considered. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so I feel like that's what they were trying to do with like Brand New Day and like the fake as fuck marriage between him and Zendaya. They were trying to like make them into huge stars, and it really feels like it's kind of failed. Like I don't understand. Like people are only defending Zendaya because she's black. Like that's all it is. Like I don't know what the fuck she is. I doubt she's pure black. But like she's just like the DEI hire for Hollywood right now, and like and who did even play in the Odyssey? And who was Holland in the Odyssey? Well, like no, like because like the industry shuts them out. Like people need to move past this idea that conservatives aren't interested in conservative fields because like what's actually happening is that they just get pushed out. Like it has nothing to do with like conservatives. That has everything to do with the industry. Like I've had to deal with this in the publishing industry, right? Like I do not get. I was not given any opportunities purely because of my race, my sexuality, and my political beliefs, right? Oh, yeah, Squirtle Head. Not a shiny Squirtle. All right. Yeah, we'll go get chicken. Bad a lot of films intentionally. What do you mean intentionally? Like all she does is just come up with like her stupid fucking scowl. It's just like I'm glad that Dune fans are calling her out in particular because I think the Odyssey fans were like coping about her, like, oh, she's not actually Athena. She's some priest of Athena that like Odysseus is just hallucinating as her. It's just like, come the fuck on. Um, but yeah, like in Dune specifically, like any Dune fan knows this that like Shawnee is actually like a very deep believer of like the Fremen like religious beliefs and is very supportive of Paul and she's just not that in the movie and that like that really ruins like I think a lot of people's like fondness for it because like the thing about Shawnee is that she's like very much on board with everything Paul does. I'm not sure I'd call any of those guys right wing. Yeah, we're just gonna max out everything. Yeah, I have nothing to blow money on, so it's just like, what's am I gonna do? Yeah, this is the real secret to being a Pokemon master. Just spend way too much money on shit like this. 105. Wait, what? How many can you carry? I guess you can carry significantly more than that. It's just, yeah, maybe I just ran out of money. Okay. David Lynch's doing better than the books. I've never heard that take before. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised by that. I love David Lynch. I need to watch more David Lynch stuff. Yeah, sucks he died. Hey man, one of the last interviews I ever heard from him. Please do not bring up Dune to me ever again. And I was just like, holy fucking shit, bro. That is fucking crazy. Yeah, it'll be nice to see the Dune thing collapse. I hope these recent movies are like the last time it's relevant ever. I don't understand why people glaze it the way they do. Uh, I've never been a fan. What the hell are we doing? Yeah, the egg's still hatching. Did I get the Polyworld out of the? I don't think I did. Hang on. Yeah, fuck you, Dragonite. Did I get Polyworld out? I don't think I did. Yeah, what was I thinking with that one? Wait, what is that egg? Yeah, I like the aesthetics of like David Lynch's Dune. And it does a really good job making it feel kind of Shakespearean and kind of like more intelligent than it really is. Yeah, he always complained about like not having the final cut on it. I don't know what he would have changed, honestly, but it's like I don't know. Yeah, I gotta watch more of his stuff. Where we going, bro? Celadon City. Celadon City. What the hell were we doing? Yeah. We've done it. British version of Dune? Really? Yeah, for a long time, like British TV was really, really good. They used to produce like really high quality shit. Like, classic Doctor Who is supposedly fantastic. And I was always hearing stories about like stuff like plague dogs and like the animals of Farthing Wood and stuff like that. Like really badass like animated product. Like I don't know, they've fallen off in recent years, but like I think for a period of time it was like quite a bit better than American television. Not that that's saying much, but like yeah, I forgot to pull Polyworld out. Yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, I'd take two Polyworlds, and I'm just kind of like, wait a minute, like I only need one. Yeah, imagine if it hatches and it's a Polyworld instead of a rat. I'm sorry, a wag, I should say. Yeah, do we need to bring anything else? Yeah, so it is a water stone Pokemon. Okay. I don't know if I don't think I've ever actually used Poliwrath. It just never appealed to me. Like, so you're telling me it's a slightly bigger Poliwhirl with the fighting type attached? I don't know. I don't know how good it is. Yeah, I'm not bothering like getting optimizing these Pokemon. By the way, I guess we can just hatch both of these. Okay. It's weird when you forget what's in these eggs. You store them and you don't remember what they are. I was watching this like YouTube video about this British um this British series like called Walking with Dinosaurs, which is supposedly like this really badass like rendition of like like things that dinosaurs might have gone through. And I was just like, I was watching this, and I'm just like, this sounds fucking badass. I really want to watch it, but I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know. I love Jurassic Park, but I've been thinking lately that like we really don't get a lot of dinosaur media like outside of that anymore. I mean, that's one of the reasons dinosaurs are so featured prominently in the Golden Age that I wanted to move past that. But it's like my depiction of dinosaurs is retarded. It's like my dinosaurs are straight out of One Piece. They don't make any sense at all. They all have like lasers and like alien parasites inside of them. It's like, I mean, like I was thinking outside the box for that, but it's like I don't know. A part of me kind of regrets they're not like super serious like dinosaur fiction. I guess I could just do that like later, but it's like I don't know. Will Holland fall off? Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, he was never really a thing, honestly. It's like how they like try to force Cavill or like Pattinson or any of these other guys. Like nobody fucking cares. Like they're all losers. Like who do you remember? Like who do you know who still like will address like the reality that like Pattinson is like primarily known for being Edward Cullen in Twilight. Like that is his biggest role by far. Nothing will ever change that, and like nobody wants to do it. Like everyone wants to say like, oh yeah, he's Batman now. No, he's fucking not. Like he's never going to replace Christian Bale or Michael Keaton or Kevin Conroy or any of these other like better takes on the character. Like he's not fucking Batman. Just like Tom Holland isn't Spider-Man. Like he's just not a good fit for the character. Like how many dicks did he suck to get like this kind of push? I'm kind of confused on that. But yeah, I have not been a fan of the recent shilling for Pattinson, especially because like you can't even say like, well, he's really good as Batman because they haven't produced a sequel. I can't believe I got Polly Whirl and Polly Wrath before I got freaking Polly Wag. That's just weird to me. Never loved just cruising around Kanto. Like this is like home to me. Man, I wish I could live here. It just seems so peaceful and like. I mean, I guess Team Rocket took over, but that woke Batman. Yeah, how woke is it? Yeah, they race swapped Catwoman. They were like trying to pretend she was black for a bit, but they've moved back on that. Yeah, like why do they do that? Was it because of Eartha Kitt playing her once? Yeah, was Eartha Kitt like the original Hollywood subversive? Like I don't know. I can't. I'm pretty sure she's like the earliest I'm aware of. I'm sure there were more of it. I'm just like, yeah, I love her as Yzma, but like, pull the lever, Kronk. But like, yeah, I remember. I have this like weird memory of like seeing them do a behind the scene thing for like the cartoon where like she's singing or whatever, and like I have this like explicit memory of her not being black, and it's really weird because I have this very distinct idea of what I thought she looked like, and I was just kind of like I don't know, like I don't know maybe the singing voice was different. I don't know because I remember it was like the musical episode. Yeah, it sucks they never produced more of that. That show was fucking awesome. Like Melina was like top tier like Disney waifu. That show was like crazy because of like how well it was able to like um expand on the movie. Like it has to be one of the best like adaptations they've done. So I think a lot of them were pretty cheap actually. It's ripping off the Watchmen. Have they actually tried like? Do they actually have like a good like a reasonable like a Watchmen adaptation yet? Because I always keep hearing about like, oh yeah, they're doing an HBO show or they're doing a movie, and I like doesn't even exist. Uh, I mean, I hate Watchmen. I think Alan Moore is a fucking fraud. and I think he should be ashamed of himself. He's not a good writer. I actually kind of want to read his actual book so I can make fun of him more effectively, but like I haven't gotten around to it. Like nobody knows him for like anything outside of comics for a reason. He's a fucking retard. I tend to shit on even like kind of more innocuous people in that like circle, like Michael Moorcock. Like I don't know, like Michael Moorcock's like a woke retard, but like I don't see him acting the way that like Alan Moore does, where he thinks he's like some like hardcore intellectual. Oh, see, I made a comic book that hates superheroes. What's I profound? Like fucking retard. I don't know, man. The comic book industry needs to acknowledge that like Alan Moore fucking sucks. It's like the number one issue I have with like the comic book industry right now is that like they will not admit that Alan Moore is like this fucking retard. It was the Watchmen like to me it feels like it was memed to be this thing like that was like taken really seriously. It's like to me it's like super woke, and it came out during a period where like people just weren't like attuned to that yet and didn't really know like about the nature of like subversives and media and like what they were trying to pull. So like I think Watchmen's kind of like one of those stories, honestly. Like probably like I would argue probably one of the pioneering like entries in that genre, at least in like comic books. Yeah, they're too reliant. Yeah, yeah. Like I mean, we were talking about this last night. Manga's like raping comic books right now in sales. I know they're in like denial about this, but like yeah, like Japanese media in general is way bigger than like um Western comics, and they just don't want to admit it because it's just kind of embarrassing for them. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's one of the things with like comic books that can kind of confuse me. Like, why do you not just expand into other genres? Like, you can still have the fantasy aspects if you want, but like the fact that like they treat superheroes like a genre instead of like I don't know, a setting where you can have like multiple different stories take place is like weird to me. Because I think Batman should be having more serious detective stories. I think there should be like more like looks at like horror or like just like drama or whatever. I think you could do romance theoretically. Like people love seeing the characters fuck, so it's like I don't like I don't know. It's just weird. I'm not a big fan of it. Like it really does feel like people become attached to the characters when they were kids and then just refuse to let go of them. It's like you look at Angry Joe and Supergirl, and like the reason for it, because I feel like a lot of people don't realize this about him. Supergirl is his waifu. So like the reason he's like going to bat for her so much is that like he's like defending her honor. Yeah, Spy Family is fucking Kina. Like Spy Family is like exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to like how comics can like really push like tackle a wide range of different stories and genres and like really come off at like really come off as downright like inspired with its storytelling and world building. It's crazy what they accomplished with Spy Family. I haven't read it for the past couple of volumes. I'm a little bit behind, but like yeah, I'm a huge fan. I love Spy Family. Yeah, I don't know. I stopped reading Kill Blue for a long time, and then I came back to it and got into the final arc, and it immediately fell to shit. Like Kill Blue was never as good as Spy Family, but like I was really attached to it and was really into it, and like to see it fall off that way has been like I am like I'm more sad than like angry at that, honestly. But like and we got to do Ride On next, and I think Execute. Oh, I never did. We never did catch that Ponyta, but yeah, we'll do that next time. How many Pokemon do we have? 104. Shit. Yeah, we've seen 144 in Kanto, but we don't have that many. Even ecchi manga. I would not argue against that. Yeah. I don't think Joe really likes or knows his comics. Yeah, yeah. PPP pointed that out. Is that like that copy of Supergirl he had looks like brand new? You know, it just like I don't think so either. Yeah, I agree with that take 100%. Because like he tried to say that like uh Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow was like one of the best or the best like Supergirl comic ever written. And I feel like a lot of like Supergirl fans would dispute that. And even if it was true, like the movie is nothing like it anyway. I don't know, like I'm shocked at the amount of people who have not brought up the fact that like Angry Joe was the only person, and I mean the only person, who was like defending Man of Steel when it came out. Like everybody else hated that shit other than him. And it's entirely because it like I don't know, he's just such a fanboy that he just can't handle like criticizing his favorite thing. He really breaks his rule. Yeah, the no kill rule is fucking stupid. I like the no kill rule at its core really only came about because of like censorship policies. Like I don't know, and they just kept it because it was such an iconic part of the character. Animated, yeah, yeah. I've been playing RSR. Yeah, I was playing it like earlier in the past month. Got really into it, then I stopped. Yeah, I think I'm playing on hard mode, so I'm kind of struggling with it right now. So yeah, like 90% of the problems in Batman would just be solved if you just put a bullet in the Joker. Or like have the courts do it. Like again, like he always does this thing like, oh, I'm gonna leave you up to justice. And I'm just like, but like if the justice system keeps failing, like just I actually this is actually something I go into with the cattle have fangs. Because like the entire point of it is that like the billionaire, the evil billionaire is like going around like fucking with like society for like his own purposes, his own evil ends. And like no matter how far he goes, it always just like things just keep getting worse and worse, and he keeps blaming everyone else. Like Batman's methods don't work. Like that's just the grim reality if you look at like the history of comics. Like nothing Batman does like fucking helps at all. And like the characters just aren't willing to acknowledge that. The Castlevania collections. I think the Dominus one has a remake of Haunted Castle that was developed exclusively for it. Yeah, they're a little bit different. They add some bells and whistles like that little. They actually have those pop ups when you hit an enemy and stuff like that. Like it's stuff like that. Yeah, M2 really kills these boards, so I would recommend them. Oh, I agree. I love Circle of the Moon. Yeah, Circle of the Moon. Yeah, Circle of the Moon's great. Um, yeah, I think when the collection came out, like Circle of the Moon started getting a lot more appreciation. For me, the main thing about it was like the art style, because it looks weirdly simplistic compared to like what the series would become, even with like Harmony and Dissonance. Castlevania. No, they have not. Yeah, Castlevania 64 has not been re-released. Legacy of Darkness has not been re-released. The PS2 one has not been re-released. They did Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night exclusively on PlayStation, so that needs to come over. I don't know what they're thinking. Like, yeah, Drag. Yeah, I was pissed about that. Like, I don't like. I own Rondo of Blood on like Dracula X on like I think like three different platforms. Like, I don't want to play Rondo like Dracula X. I don't understand. Like, you're American. You play Dracula X, don't you know? You fucking retard. I want Rondo of Blood. Like, even in like 2005, I was saying 2006, I was saying that. Like, give me Rondo of Blood. You know, they just wouldn't fucking do it. Well, we'll have Richter in Portrait of Ruin, but we won't actually give you his game. Like, just like, what the hell? Like, biggest Konami L. I've been waiting 20 years. Like, and it's not available on anything. Like, what are they thinking? And 64 emulation and stuff. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. They even fucked up DK64 because apparently that rabbit race and Fungi Forest is like completely broken because of like the frame rate being uncapped. Because like it was balanced around the idea that like the rabbit would be capped by the frame rate, and like raising it just makes it unplayable. That's one of the amusing things about the whole like frame rate thing is that like realistically, if you keep raising the frame rate, it does cause problems. Like, it's not really a power thing. Like, the games are designed around like the limitation. Gain strength if it loses HP. The Wii Castlevania, yeah, Judgment, yeah, yeah, Judgment's quite a bit better than I think most people give it credit for. I don't know. It's definitely not good either. I feel like its big mistake is that like I don't know, man. Like, they really should have just made like an entire like 3D Castlevania adventure out of it. Like, I don't think we needed a fucking fighting game. Like, Castlevania just isn't the cast just isn't iconic enough for that in my mind. Like, you're telling me you're just gonna have a bunch of Belmonts like fighting each other? Like, half the cast is from Castlevania 3, and it's just like Soma's not in it. Like, they're shilling Shinoa again, and it's just a yeah, it sucks. They were really pushing like Shinoa as like the big new face of Castlevania, and it just like it was really working, and yet like they just like never got the sequel off the ground. Just so disappointing. Yeah, we need Castlevania 4. Yeah, we need like yeah, I'm curious like oh yeah, that's right. The new Castlevania is coming out this October, isn't it? I'm curious how good that's gonna be. I don't know. I doubt it's gonna be better than Bloodstain. Bloodstain was really ambitious, but it had this problem where it was yeah, Bloodstain just has this like the frame rate problem just kills it. I don't understand why it runs so badly. And I don't understand why they haven't fixed it. Like, I don't know if it's an Unreal Engine problem or what, but like yeah, the game is legit good, and yet like it's just held back by how it looks and runs. It's like simultaneously way more ambitious than like any actual Castlevania, and it just kind of misses the mark. Like, Miriam would be a great lead if like I don't know, she just feels like a discount Shinoa, honestly. Yeah, Bloodstain. Like, I don't know if they got. It feels like it's been too long since the first entry. I I don't know if Iga's going to be able to put out another game after this. I'm surprised it took that long. Like, because they got plenty of money for Bloodstained, they got it out. It was like reasonably successful, and like I just don't, I don't know. I don't know why two's taking so long. I feel like nobody really cares anymore. But it looks and runs better. No, I can confirm. I can confirm that's not true. I have played it on Xbox. I know that's not true. So don't give me that bullshit. They're like, oh, it's good on other platforms. No, like it's bad on all of them. Yeah, the idea that like Switch couldn't run like Bloodstained is like laughable to me. Like it's purely a programming issue. Like it's the game that's the problem. It's not the hardware. Yeah, look at okay. So this is why I hate hard mode in this game, and why I'm probably not going to do it again. It's like I'm not like really struggling. I'm just like grinding to get souls and like get through areas, and I don't know, like get bitches or whatever. What are these like Zeus statues? I had a lot of problems with it. I didn't like the way it ran. It didn't look well. It didn't look good. It's like probably one of the worst performing Switch games I really liked, actually. Like it's the only reason I haven't played it again is that uh like I like everything about it. It's just that like my opinion on it is that there's no reason it shouldn't have just been a Castlevania game. It's like my mindset. Like it should have been like I don't know, like Order of Ecclesia 2, you know, Shinoa should have come back. I don't know, like Best Girl Shinoa. Man, do I like Shinoa or do I like Charlotte? I guess I do prefer Shinoa, but yeah, Charlotte's another underrated chick. Like, yeah, what? I didn't notice anything wrong with RE1 remake. I really enjoyed my playthrough. I played through it like this year, I think. I was just thinking about that today. Like, man, RE1 remake was fucking sick. RE2 remake was shit in comparison. Like, I really hate how like Zoomers seem to think that like RE2 remake was good because like I'm just like no. RE1 remake was peak. Like I don't. Modern Capcom seems to think that like RE2 remake is some masterpiece, and I'm curious how it's all gonna come crashing down. Number, yeah, Mighty Number Nine was shit. There was nothing good about Number Nine. I actually own it, but it's just like I've never even finished it. It's just so stupid. Like Bloodstained went to great lengths to like kind of distinguish itself from Castlevania with like the setting and the lore and all that, but like Mighty Number Nine did not do that. Like instead of Doctor Light, it's like Doctor White, and I'm just like instead of rock and roll, it's like Beck and Call. It's like it's just really unbelievably dumb, and I just like I just really had a I had contempt for it even back in the Kickstarter stage when people were still pretending it was a good idea. Yeah, it's weird that like the phase of like has been developers using Kickstarter to fund projects has ended because like it felt like back in the day, like every weekend there was some like washed up dude just being like, "Please give me money and I'll make another Mega Man game exactly like the old ones." It's just weird GameCube versions. Yeah, yeah, if you can get a hold of them, I believe I have both actually. I own a ton of different versions of RE, and I never finished it until recently. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look through my collection. I think I have like all of them. I might not have Code Veronica. Yeah, but I've been buying these games for a long time, and I've just never beaten any of them. Like I know I own a physical copy of Zero. A bait and switch. I wouldn't say so because like they delivered exactly what they said they would, which is like a cheap knockoff of Mega Man. Like the problem with it was that like from the get go was that like it wasn't anything new. It was just a rehash of of Mega Man. And like for some reason like these boomers just bought into it. Oh, Mega Man, I recognize that from it. Like I just don't feel like anybody really cared that much about Mega Man. His ego, man. Does anyone actually even care about Mega Man Legends? I don't know. I'm confused about why people bitch about it so much. Yeah, I don't hear about Mega Man Legends at all unless like some spurg online tries to argue it invented like Z targeting before after they find it, which is not true. Oh, we're not getting them. Port begging? Yeah, that's actually when I stopped supporting them. So like actually that was like so they're initially the Kickstarter got a lot of support because people thought that this was going to lead to like other Nintendo exclusives getting ported over, which of course didn't happen. But like at the time, people like really thought this was going to be like Platinum was going to bring Bayonetta 2 and 3 over. This was going to be the end of Nintendo exclusivity. So like people jumped at the chance to like hype this up as like a huge deal. And like the long and short of it, that didn't happen, and the company just kind of went under, and everybody just kind of brushed under the rug. And like, yeah, like doing this like tanked their company, yeah, because like everybody who was interested in the Wonderful 101 and other consoles got their game for free, and like nobody else was interested in it. Like they would have been way better off if they had just like had Nintendo publish it on Switch. That's all they really needed to do. Because like the Wonderful 101 remastered has like a lot of problems with it that make no sense. Like the whole idea of like having the second screen in like the corner is like retarded. It makes no sense. Like anybody who plays like the Wonderful 101 without knowing the context of how it was a Wii U, because like everybody's gonna look at that and just be like, "What the fuck am I looking at?" It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the Wonderful. Yeah, it doesn't run as well as the Wii U version. Like they say it's remastered, but like it doesn't look any better. It's like yeah, the online analytics from gaming from polls seems fake. Yeah, yeah, because like consistently you always see like the flavor of the month shit wins the polls, but then like the actual numbers and like show otherwise, right? Like you saw this with like Baldur's Gate 3 and Power World back in the day, right? Like the narrative was that they were bigger than Pokemon, but like people are beginning to realize that like it's just journos grifting and that the numbers don't make any sense. Like I think Polygon came out today and they started like complaining about Pokopia by comparing it to Power World, and everybody was just like, this is clickbait because Pokopia has nothing to do with Power World, right? Because the narrative very specifically was that like Power World was better than like mainline Pokemon, but like Pokopia is a spin-off. It has nothing to do with Game Freak or mainline. So like people weren't really interested in hearing like Polygon like run their mouths about this. Yeah, I really wonder what was up with that. I mean, I imagine that was Nintendo's decision because like Zero was like received so badly. I feel like that was like the best way to do it is just like sit on it for 10 years, let it appreciate. Like I think if they re-release it in another 20, it'll be like nostalgic now. Because like we're kind of in that early stage of the process now. Now that they've remade the game, Like, this is the first time ever that people are allowed to like actually talk about how much they love Zero. Because like, I've been talking about Zero like since it came out, but like you were just not allowed to do it on YouTube for the longest time. Because that game had such a bad reputation. And it's only just now kind of dying down. Now I'm seeing like 'cause I confirmed this last night. Yeah, my buddy was talking about getting a Wii U, because he loves the Wii U. And it's like there are people like that now, right? Like I think that Scott the Woz video where he bitched about it incessantly. That's the end of like Wii U hate, going forward, everyone's just going to be nostalgic for it. So like you've already been seeing that like a little bit, and like people have been writing it off as just like fanboys or whatever, but it really is becoming a phenomenon where people are just like nostalgic for the Wii U. And like it's not unwarranted because like the games on that thing were so much better than what we get now. That was like peak Iwata era. It's just that, bro. If Scott the Woz has to do like a 12-hour like overview, like trying to pretend that the Wii U has no games, it's just not gonna fly. Yeah, I'm surprised Willing World hasn't come over yet. Well, I mean, they did the 3DS version, so I'm sure it'll come eventually. But yeah, I mean, I actually went back and played it like earlier this year on Wii U. It's the last game I played through again on it actually, and I was kind of surprised how much I didn't like it. Like Tropical Freeze, I think is way better, and then New Super Mario Bros. U is way better. And we can't even get past this room. Again, why do we have to grind so much? Is what I want to know. Well, not no the Yoshi games are the problem with Yoshi games is like too many people have like created this stereotype about them about how they're all for kid only for kids, and that's not really warranted or true. But like, I think after Mysterious Book, it's gonna die down a lot. Like you're still seeing people trying to say it bombed, and like, yeah, that's not gonna age well. Yeah, what's our next game gonna be, kiddo? What are we gonna play next? Yeah, I'm so sick of grinding this game. Yeah, I actually re-downloaded Monster Hunter Stories, and I was just like, I played it for like 5 minutes, and I'm just like, I think I might get back into this. I don't know. Yeah, it sucks that there are like three fucking of these games, and I've never beaten any of them. I played this when it came out, and I hated it. I thought it was stupid, and never really came back to it. So yeah, I just hate having like all these unfinished games on like my backlog.
Ah, young rider, you are so bold. Danger's no more, it's all down to you. The village accepts my thanks for all you've done. Risk you, and so to you this notice I give. From this day forth, as I write your will this monster. But a monster's life from nature's view is he walked among the rolling hills, stopped industrious bugs of every sort. The nectar that they gather there
Like my thing with
is
this
then
game,
with
I don't
others quickly
understand
shared
like
among these
why they
monsters who
took this
survive.
angle with it
Our little
because like
flowers,
I
buds,
think
and
all
little
they needed to do
creatures.
was just to make a
Remember
monster like
well,
an
when we live this
RPG
cycle, we
where
have
you have
our
four
place. You must
hunters
accept it, with
going to
all
fight
due
some crazy
grace.
like JRPG
And for
boss.
every life shown
Like that's
gratitude.
it. Like I don't
Twice
understand
you
why they
might
had to do this
explore.
cheesy like kids anime crap that doesn't suit the tone or the the mainline games.
He has prepared all that you need, so give it your best and do us proud.
I mean, I'm glad that like they seem to be moving in a more mature direction with it, but like, because this is the worst one. They have been getting better, but like I feel like it shouldn't have taken like 3 fucking games to like, make the models look good.
Oh, hey.
You know what? Like, I don't like how all these like female like kids anime characters seem kind of interchangeable. Like, doesn't that seem weird how they're all like the same
Chased off
person?
a Nargacuga. Keeping yourself busy, I see.
Zelda content to Switch, really?
Still only see you as a crybaby. Now you're a rider, and save it. Congratulations!
Yeah, this game is not going to do well on PlayStation or Xbox. I don't even know why they bothered.
Special.
Is 3 an exclusive? I don't think so.
And for some fluffykins over there. What?
Yeah, it did look pretty good, but like I just didn't like the aesthetic of it.
I'm a right and proper navigator, and my name is Naviru.
Special
Naviru.
Sir Navi? That one's
It's Naviru.
Oh, okay.
So he named himself
I'm
after the fairy in Ocarina of Time.
Oh, by the way, some village beacon view details.
Like,
have
that
been
cat
forward. Check it out
Is the
later,
single
okay?
worst mascot character I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen a more annoying sidekick. Like, even like the cat in like Yokai Watch is like, I don't know, kind of funny. Because like his gimmick of like throwing himself in front of traffic is like, I don't know. It's so ridiculous you just can't help but laugh at it.
Good job, kid. You didn't think you'd bump into
But yeah,
a
this thing is just like
Nargacuga, though.
hideous.
But hey, you made it through the trial. I'm calling that a win. I knew that. Next thing on our to-do list. And here it is. And you can hatch eggs you found. Now, although it's not that easy to get eggs. But your first one's on me.
I'm not a fan how you
I woke up
get new
super
monsters.
early. Check out your map. It'll show
So you just like
exactly
find like eggs and have to hatch them. It's just like autistic. And it takes way too long to like do the basics. Yeah, I agree. Like, they're never going to compete with Pokemon. So like, what they should have done. What they really needed to do was like, actually develop their own identity. And that's kind of what I say to all these Pokemon clones, is that like they need to have their own identity. They can't just do what Pokemon does. So like this really needed to be a grittier like RPG. It needed to take itself more seriously, and I just don't like. I don't understand why they took this direction with it. How successful is the anime? Does anyone know? Kept their franchises like exclusive to. Yeah, I agree. I don't. I'm glad that they like Capcom seems to be like the first third-party company to bet the knee like entirely, because they're putting everything on Nintendo. We got like Requiem, we got Veronica coming, we got Pragmata, we got Monster Hunter Stories 3. Like, I don't think we're missing out on anything. Street Fighter 6 got ported and it's been really successful. Like, I just don't understand like what their mindset was on this. Because like kids don't play Monster Hunter. If they did, they wouldn't want to like play something that's more geared towards like younger audiences. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm surprised they put out 3 of these. I guess they still do well, but like every time I play them, I'm just very confused about like why they're popular and like why they keep getting made. Like, I just hate the whole rock paper scissors system and just like like the QTEs, and I'm just like, you know, what's Fossil Fighters like? We were talking about that on Twitter. I've never actually played a Fossil Fighters game. It's actually a Nintendo IP, and it's like it's one of those ones that's like gone into stasis because no one gives a shit about it. I remember when the 3DS one came out, and like nobody gave a fuck about it. Like I never picked it up. Japanese audiences. Is it though? Like I don't know. Like to me, it just feels like this is nothing like Monster Hunter. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, when are we gonna get a new Ace Attorney? We haven't gotten one in like a decade. I was like, I was listening to like that Adriana Figueroa song, that I used to love back in the day, and I'm just like, I can't believe it's been like 12 years since this came out. I remember like trying to work on my book and like just listening to that song over and over again and just blowing my mind. Yeah, I understand why she's moved away from video game covers. I'm doing the same for fan fiction because like I'm just too successful to like justify it really. But like, and I just have so much more going on. I get it, and I don't know. Yeah. Some people, I think a lot of people are gonna be upset that I never come back. I don't know. I finished like the most popular stuff I did. A Spy on Privet Drive, and well, Rumble was pretty much finished. Yeah, I still get messages like telling me to like finish Rumble. It's like one or two chapters away, and I don't know. Like I just haven't done it. Have not done it. Yeah, it's like it feels like nobody reads your stuff anymore because um because like a lot of times because this is what pisses me off about it. Like when I get a review, like 90% of the time it's like some bot like promoting their stupid like art service. So I just I just delete them, but I don't I don't know, it's taking the fun out of it if like most of your engagement is just fucking bots. So I actually don't know how popular any of that stuff is because I think a lot of things looking at it are just bots and like they run ads on the sites now somehow and it's just like I don't know, like everything gets buried and like the popular stuff is just bullshit. Like I haven't read anything in years. Um like I just read like actual books now. Like back in the day it was like I couldn't get books whenever I wanted, so like I would just like read like fanfics all the time, and like you would just come across like the craziest, most insane shit, and it was like a mind blowing experience. It's like it was like probably a big major influence being on me as a creator, because like people always like complain about uh like some of the things I do, but like a lot of it is like comes from that period where it's like the shit on there is like so much more intense than like the stuff you'll see anywhere else because they don't fuck around. They just do whatever they want. Less family friendly. Nintendo less family friendly. Uh, what are we doing? Okay. I think right now Nintendo's primarily appealing towards like older people to try and eliminate that old like narrative that like they're only for kids. Um, I don't know. I think they can appeal to kids just by doing whatever they want.
Well, well.
Yeah, Apthemoth. Yeah, that's not a good one. And the village doesn't even look as cool as like Moga Village from 3 years.
Oh, young one, sharp as a knife. You've adapted well to the time has come to share with you. I'm talking of the fell black pines.
Yeah, I know. It's that.
You've got it right. Inside Black Blight's goal is to infest. It is a natural phenomenon.
They
It
censored
comes and goes,
Starflag.
much like the breeze.
How do they
This
censor?
time, though, I
Like
feel
changing
the
lines,
breath.
I don't think is censorship.
Eternal lines. Endless.
Yeah,
Always not lost.
they're doing it for
Only
like
implementation. If kinship
because how
stone
sensitive
commands
people
the
are
light,
now about certain
first,
subjects.
the kinship stone is what you can do. Though the ask is, as these bonds deepen by the hour, I shall remain in watchful care if there should happen anything new. Now, young one,
Yeah, I'm curious what they're gonna do in Ocarina. Yeah, I don't give a shit about the plot at all. Yeah, they actually changed yeah, body type. Yeah, so they actually changed this from the 3DS version. So this port is actually woke, interestingly. So they did change that. How do I get to the camp menu? Great fairies were nerfed. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a super big fan of like sexual content in games, so yeah, I'll probably defend them if that's the case. I don't know. Where's my camera? Battle Pass? Oh, there we go. Combine. Okay, camp menu. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, like for me, I think the body type thing is the most important thing that needs to go. I think when it comes to like character designs, like that's all up to the creators. Uh, yeah, it's like a thing that's like pushed industry wide now. Yeah, I don't know if it's like an eight. I'm curious how they're doing it exactly. I know Yuji Horii came out and bitched about it. So like, the way he made it sound as if like the Americans were forcing them to do it. But like, I don't know. I think it has to be a lot more. There has to be a lot more to. I mean, at the very least, we can actually like communicate with Japanese audiences now. So like, all the attempts at like gaslighting people into thinking it's normal is kind of falling apart. So, um, I mean this has been the big thing they've been trying to do for like a decade. Actually, I think quite a bit longer, and like it's not going anywhere. Like the longer they keep doing it, the more people notice and they start complaining. Um, I actually make sure to like say on stream, like, oh yeah, this is the male character and this is the female character, just to like undermine the bullshit. But it's like, uh, like I don't know. It really does feel like it's not like going anywhere. Like nobody's like buying into I feel like they're just kind of entrenched now, but like they're gonna be like driven out in the next 10 years. Like that's kind of how I see it. Like they're not like it's gonna end up like Destiny. You know what I mean? Because like what ended up happening with like the super woke Western studios is that like they just kept getting more and more woke, and then eventually they collapsed. And yeah, like I think Bethesda fired all their woke people, so like I think they're cleaning house now. And I'm sure the Japanese will do that. I mean, it's not the actual developers. It's like people that are like forcing it on them. But yeah, I'll be sure. Like, I mean, all you have to do is just keep bitching about it every time it happens. It's. I really think the reason they did it that way is because so many people like just don't play very many games, and so like there's no other way to like guarantee that everyone who buys the game sees some form of woke propaganda. I feel like that's the mindset behind it. Yeah, the way Nintendo does it is that they just have icons usually. Like I think that's the way they get around it. They label them body type one and A and B, but like they're pretty clearly like male or female. Like they put more emphasis on the actual designs of the characters. It's woke. I mean, my thing about this stuff, like, who do you know who was supporting Nintendo for being based in traditional, like from the 2014 to 2020 period? You know what I mean? Like until like New Horizons came out, we didn't see like any of this shit. Like it's a relatively recent thing for Nintendo, and like nobody was there supporting them when they were like really like actively holding the line in that period. And even now they're like fighting back against the whole like Link should be a girl thing and all that. And they actually had a pretty cool compromise of just having Zelda have her own game, which I think fans actually really liked. So I don't know how woke it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm very, like I don't know. Like Star Fox wasn't woke at all. Like I feel like a lot of people would say that like Kat's redesign is woke and her personality shift, but like I actually really liked her. Yeah, and like I feel like that's the thing with like Nintendo's approach to this is that like they have diverse characters in there, and yet like they're so much more likable than all the other alternatives. Like I love Tamara in the game. Right? She was hilarious. Yeah, that's what I think it is too. Yeah, they're just like if you look at their DEI score, they're about like average. But like if you actually look at what they're doing, it's like the bare minimum. I'm sorry, their ESG score. Yeah, their ESG score, they're just kind of doing the bare minimum. So I think that's what they're doing is that they're just holding out until the culture changes, and like that's clearly gonna happen in the next couple of decades or so. But like, yeah, people need to change the culture. Like, it's not good enough to have based video games. We need to have like schools. We need to have like a clean government. We need to like cut all aid to Israel and like other foreign countries. Like again, there's a lot of stuff we have to do outside the video game thing. And I feel like that was the issue back with Gamergate was that like people were refusing to do anything other than like bitching about video games. And that was always fundamentally the problem with Gamergate is that like it wasn't really focusing on real issues. God damn, I'm getting my ass kicked. to end Silver Red Sauce. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen at some point. It's crazy, like what's happening now. Like, I just went to visit my grandpa, and we're driving down the road, and I'm told the story of how across the street some black guy burned down his family's house to like murder his grandmother and like two other people, and it's like you hear stories like that, and like you can't take these people seriously. You know what I mean? Like, you hear stories like this, and you're just like, yeah, they're all like this shit happens all the time in that community. Yeah, it's I mean that's the thing, like no matter how much they're given, they're always gonna like kind of succumb to like their nature of just being like violent, unhinged natures. And they're just gonna kill each other, you know? Like that's just the reality of it. Like it's not the cops, it's not the police, it's not the like it's not the white people, it's like them. And like everything they do just kind of reflects that fact. Oh yeah, I went to high school with that guy, by the way. That was like the really odd story about it. Apparently, I went to high school with him, and like I actually found his photo online. Uh, I don't recognize him, so it's using Fireball. What do you mean they fucking retard? Speak proper English. So they changed that too in the dub, in the remake. Like, what a pointless thing to change. It's just stupid. Yeah, how much longer can they push the they them? Like, I feel like the they them things has kind of collapsed now. Don Kit Coup defeated. Yeah, that was brutal. Teamwork, like that's my thing about this game. It's so fucking cheesy. Like, it's like those shitty like 4 kids animes that you would never actually watch. White light. The eggs are all gone. What are you talking about? There's one right there. Capcom is actually yeah. Capcom's actually the most compromised, one of the most compromised Japanese studios. Yeah. Well, like it makes a bit more sense when you realize that Capcom's always been a very Western focused company. Um, I don't know, man. Like that's true, but at the same time, like Grace is like one of the better female characters we've seen in recent years. Like I love Grace. Like I think she was a really well written female character, and like she didn't upstage Leon either. So it's like again, it's one of those things where like um the Japanese are so far behind what like Westerners like will handle that like just certain woke aspects just would not make sense to them. Like the whole like emasculating every male character thing. That's not something that like a Japanese team would ever do or come up with. Like, Spy Family, right? Like it's a meme in the West that like you would never have a family comedy where like the dad is smart and competent. But then you have Spy Family where it's like 100% that. And it really sticks out because of that. And like it really just goes to show you just how everybody's sick and tired of these cliches without like really, really willing to address. Like Spy Family's been out for like what, like 5 years now. I think it's had like a better, more influential run than like The Simpsons, because like The Simpsons was always forced, fake, and gay, and it was always like intended on being like subversive and like making you hate your family and stuff like that. Spy Family is like the exact opposite. So yeah, borderline. Yeah. So that's what they're focusing on right now is like not allowing like attractive female characters in these games. Um, that's what they've primarily been working on, but that's led to their sales just tanking. Like I would argue that's probably a big reason why Wilds was so controversial was because uh, people just did not think the characters were attractive. Oh, by the way, like there was this shill campaign to make you think the characters were attractive this time, but like, um, yeah, like nobody cared. So yeah, Japanese audiences are never gonna go for like ugly, like because the culture is like very focused on like aesthetically pleasing stuff. Like they're never gonna be gassed at the like ugly stuff the way we did. Like the way we were sold ugly stuff was this idea that like, oh yeah, it's more realistic, but like Japanese audiences don't care about that. So and honestly, that's not really working for us either. Oh, do you not get your hearts back after you win the fight? We're the twins in Rise. Yeah, the twins were great. Yeah, Rise was like I don't know if it was because it was Nintendo exclusive or like catered to the Japanese audience, but like yeah, they walked back a lot of the stuff they did in World. Like it was not as westernized. It was quite a bit better. Um, I can't believe we're still on the fucking tutorial. Oh, we need blue mushrooms. Okay. Yeah. People are at the point where they're straight up gonna bow. Like I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be a really good example of this because like I think it's gonna have a lot of bad PR because of all the woke shit in it. Like I don't think it's gonna like recover from that. And like if Grand Theft Auto can't get away with it, I think that's gonna be a massive wake up call to shareholders. Like honestly, I think that's all we really need is for like shareholders to start like coming out and just like demanding like for this shit to like be dealt with. Because we already saw that happen with Square, where like some guy like specifically called out like the ESG system or like BlackRock or whatever, and like the Square Enix CEO like visibly shit his pants because like this isn't something that like people are supposed to know about, but it's becoming more commonly understood, and it's like fucking with like shareholder earnings and like all that. So yeah, I think it's on the way out. I know Larry Fink has come out and like he's admitted that um like the system has failed because it's not influencing anybody. Like the idea of like getting them to accept things through like culture and media has just kind of collapsed because all that happens that people just engage with something else. And if they like compromise everything, people just consume older stuff. Like they don't care. Like they're not ever gonna care about it because they had absolute control of like every major brand on the planet for like for like 10 years, and like it just didn't result in anything. Like if anything, like pushing gay shit with Nike, like all that did was just convince a lot of people to never buy Nike again. And you know what? Like that's probably a good thing. Like do I have to lie in my bed to reset my hearts or what? Uh, Fire Emblem. I'm sure Fire Emblem will be fine. Yeah, Three Houses. I'm like engaged for pretty base, so it's like I don't know. Like Wokies do this thing where they try to adopt Fire Emblem because like I've noticed they keep trying to say that like characters like Rosado and like Forest are like trans when that's not true. I mean, the problem with the censorship thing, and I've been saying this for a while, people have been crying wolf for the longest time because, like, I was actually like supporting people who were speaking out against like the localization changes and stuff like 13 Sentinels and stuff like that. But then, like, I actually played the game and I realized that it was like Kino, like, and like everything, the things that people were bitching about, like, didn't really matter at all. Like that was just kind of my mindset on it, and like like I grew up like seeing people bitching about like the really pointless like about Fire Emblem Awakening and like Fates and all that, and it's like you look back on that and you're just like you can't take these people seriously. I don't respect them. I don't like them. Like the people who like built their careers on like complaining about censorship of Japanese media, like they're not respectable people. They're all just clickbaiting retards. Yeah, apparently that's not actually true. Yeah, some publishers have been like claiming that Nintendo is like censoring them, but like it's not accurate. It's just like a marketing tactic for a lot of these developers. Where do you get blue mushrooms? I mean, this goes into what I was saying about like the boy who cried wolf, because like people have just been like bitching so much about like normal localization changes that like most people are just sick and tired of hearing about it and they don't really care. Like, and again, when something does happen, like people just don't pay attention because, like, well, like you cried about shit that doesn't matter. Like, why would I listen to you now? And um, the fact that I don't see that is like embarrassing. Oh, blue mushroom. There we go. Yeah, Sony is worse, but like the narrative has always been that like very specifically that like that Nintendo is the problem. Oh, yeah, this is fucking boring. I can't believe this is the tutorial. Wait a minute. There's no music. No fucking music? Well, how'd they get away with this? Wow. Yeah, I think I've seen enough. Like, I don't know if we'll like grind through this game. I mean, part of the like, I played a good chunk of the 3DS one. I remember like I played it up until like the rival comes in with his like Rathlos or whatever, and like I, I didn't give a fuck. I should have dropped it. I just hated it so much. Like at its core, it's just not a good game. Yeah, save complete. Okay, uninstall. Not playing this bullshit again. Okay. Dragon Quest 7, Akira. Uh, ooh. I don't know when I'm gonna get around to playing Ryza. Look at all these RPGs that I'm never gonna fucking finish. Man, I love Ryza, but like I don't know if I'll ever finish it. Like I just every time I play it, I just feel like I get completely filtered and I have no idea what I'm doing. Like these were made for girls. They feel like pretty legit hardcore RPGs. I don't get it. I've never actually met an Atelier fan.
ライザのアトリエ、常闇の女王。
Wait, what did I hit? Yeah, I keep saving over my old like a new file for some reason. Okay. What were we doing? Memory map? What?
ねえ、どこに行くんだい？
Yeah, the more you play this, the more you get this feeling that it's like, yeah, what were we doing? And for a lot of people, this is like one of those breakout like niche RPGs of like the generation. Uh, really unexpected success, I think.
どこに行こうかな。
That's right. We actually reached the tower, didn't we?
ねえ、どこに行くんだい？
Well, where is the tower? I genuinely don't remember where it is. That's the way I gave up on the game. I never remember what I was doing. Is this it?
よし、行くぞ。
Yeah, I think this is it.
その辺にあるやつ。戦いの跡か、これ。
And what if they'll ever have like an English version?
こぼしちゃわないように気をつけないとね。
Okay, so what I think happened Yeah, I need to break these blocks somehow. Okay. And I got filtered by this because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. What the hell am I doing? Okay. That was unintentional. Uh, yeah, like I just don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just like, I've just been fed up with this game for a long time. Because like I like it a lot, but at the same time, like I just keep getting completely wrecked by like these stupid like just weird like gameplay mechanics and like things that like I just don't know where to like how to make it work for me. Like and like there's like 20 more games to get through. It's fucking insane, bro. It is insane. I'm not a big fan. Coliseum. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to probably. I've given up on like Memories of Soul Sada so many times. Yeah, Granblue. I don't give a shit about. Yeah, I play pedophile Mata. Yeah, I played this like a couple of days ago, and I was just like, this shit is as gay as ever. Yeah, Requiem was so much better. You're gonna be seeing a lot of people hyping up Requiem like towards the end of the year, but like I think Pragmata has been kind of forgotten about. Like I haven't heard people talk about this in months. I don't know if they'll do like a if they'll try to have one last marketing push. I mean, they tried to say they sold over 2.5 million units, and I'm just like, that's not impressive for a game that took this long with this budget. This was supposed to be a PS5 system seller, and here it is on Switch 2, and it's just garbage. Yeah, they're really bad. And the writing for this game is bad too. Like they try really hard to like do the Last of Us thing of like trying to have the characters connect, but like you really can't take it seriously because like Diana's a fucking robot. And I like my view of it is that like she has to be programmed to like ask questions that she already knows the answer to because like it just seems like I don't know, it just seems really unsettling how they went about this. And I love how like the hacking is so stupid. You know what? This is like the watchdogs of like Capcom with like the stupid pointless hacking that doesn't do anything. I know, right? Like, what the fuck is the deal? Is it because Sims can't talk to real girls or what? I grew up like reading Asimov and shit like that. Remember that Twilight Zone episode about that guy on the prison planet who like gets a robo and then starts treating her like a real person? Like, it kind of reminds me of that. My dinky little handgun is not doing enough damage. Yeah, Nier was really big about that. Yeah. Yeah, I was watching some random YouTuber like a while back, and uh he was going on about his robot fetish, and I'm just like, fetishes like fetishes aren't real. I think is kind of something people really need to understand about that is uh like it's not actually desirable for you to live out like every crazy depraved like fantasy you have. It doesn't like it's not like a lot of them aren't realistic or even possible, and it's just like you just have a fixation on something and you just think it's like sexual in nature, basically. Yeah, like the game is it's so uninteresting. Like basic fucking enemies, basic fucking platforming, basic exploration. Like what am I even doing here? I don't even know. I'm just shocked that this game came out in the condition of the line. Shigeru Miyamoto and Kako's? I've seen like legit speculation that like Miyamoto is a furry, but I wouldn't co-sign that. Where are we going?
Stop skittering around.
Overdrive protocol. On standby.
Yeah, I was really hoping this game would be good when it came out, but when did this come out? March? Wow, that feels like such a long time ago. Cat Girls? So he was into Peach, yeah.
Skitter me some.
Well, Cat Girls are a basic fucking thing at this point. I don't know. There are Cat Girls that I like.
Overdrive protocol initiated.
Wait, how do you heal? Like, how do you heal again? Okay, that's how you switch. What am I missing? Scan amiibo? Oh, that's right. There is an amiibo for this, isn't it?
Wonder what weapons that's equipped with.
Holy shit. So yeah, this game is shit. There's really nothing good about it at all. I just have no desire to come back to this like ever.
That another REM?
Sure is. Let's take it back to the
I
shelf.
can't believe that this game takes place in a giant 3D printer. That's like, to me, that's like fucking insane. Yeah, I was legit concerned when I saw the Diana amiibo like sell out on the Nintendo store. I was just like, ugh, like what are people gonna do with those? I was just like, oh. Yeah, Diana, I don't think is going to go on to be a particularly popular video game character. But uh, how do I do that? Oh, was it the A button? Okay, hang on. I mean, the thing that frustrates me about this game is how like everyone's unwilling to admit the obvious that like Diana is like a fetishized character. Because like if the only reason people are picking this game up because of her, if it's because of her, like yeah, they're pandering to lolicons.
Get ready.
So the way that the game, so like the enemies are scripted. They come out of like hiding, and then when you leave the area, they just reset basically. Yeah, that's how this game works. It is boring, yeah. Like it tries to have this like RPG aspect to it with like the stats and all that, but it doesn't really work. Have I already used this one? That looks like a checkpoint.
Hear that?
Oh, getting close to snack time.
Do humans really need to eat more than once a day? Your energy efficiency doesn't seem good.
Sure, that's fair. But sharing a meal is more than just recharging. I was an orphan, so at dinner with my new family, just having someone that'd listen was magical. It was all kid stuff, but they were always there. Talking with someone who just accepts you for you is a kind of nourishment, but for your soul.
You can get nutrients from talking?
Something like that.
Oh, is this where I need to be?
Intruders detected. Please remove them from the premises.
Something's aiming at us. Important. Look out for parking.
Yeah, it's the combat's not fun. Yeah, that was unbelievable. I hate how they do that. Like, did they say that about Awakening? No. So fuck them. Or Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is probably a better example. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 legit has like a pro baby making message, and like nobody cared. Like, this is kind of what I mean when I say that like these guys are like fake as fuck because If they actually cared about that, they'd be talking about the games that actually promote those messages instead of like pedophile bait like this. Okay.
Removal time exceeding estimates. Deploying reinforcements.
High budget movie game, and I don't know about that. I think the audience has more of a tolerance for like lower budget games now. This isn't like 2008. Like back in the day, people would like sneer at shit like that, but uh, how much Castlevania in? Castle like Arya Sorrow is still better than this shit. Oh no, the girl's dead. What even is the character's name? Rest? Like, does she even need to rest? Like, she's a fucking robot. Yeah, we're not playing that again. Like I'm just like I'm just kind of surprised every time I come back to it, like how bad it actually is. Because it's just like, no, maybe I just don't get it, or maybe I just need to learn how to play. No, it really is that bad. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, we're not doing that. Um, yeah, is Persona 5 based or woke? I guess it's kind of based, but like I don't know, it's not good enough to be like, our game. You know what I mean? Yeah, downloading Overwatch, that's a great idea. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna play after Granblue. I think we might go ahead and just get Tails, honestly, because I've been putting that off for weeks. Yeah, it came out in May, and I still haven't picked it up. Uh, but yeah, there's just so many other things. Oh, yeah, I still haven't played the Pocopia DLC, Trails in the Sky, and yeah, I think it's gonna be Tails before that else. SFT games are more progressive, really. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna press X to doubt on that one. You're talking about games that like openly name the Jews. Let's see. Um, yeah, I guess we could play some Sigma. Yeah, I think we're about to get some new games because it just feels like I'm not really into playing anything right now, and I'm just kind of like, what are we gonna play? Uh,
The
Atlas
evil
are gonna have.
clock.
So why did 5 fail? Like, because I'm not familiar enough with SMT to like really get a handle on this. Like, because like surely it wasn't just because it was a Nintendo exclusive. Like, I think it just had a genuinely bad structure, and that like none of the shit they were like hyping up really came to be. Because I remember like the guy directing it was talking about like, yes, I'm studying a lot of religions to like really get a handle on the themes of the game, and like the actual story is like a giant nothing burger. There's anything better to do. And it's still crazy playing this on hero mode. 'Cause I'm just like, what do you mean I can actually win my combat encounters? Yeah, I think I'm gonna play it on hero mode just to get through it, so we can say I played through it. Because like traditionally, like I just get kind of overwhelmed by it. Not really. How do I shoot at this distance? How do you enter the first person mode? I'm just confused. Yeah, I was like blown away by this when I did it in black. I was just like, this is like some peak level design. Look at this. Like a fucking blimp? What a unique idea. Yeah, I was just enamored with this game like immediately when I played it. Yeah, it's a shame that I've never beaten it. It's just one of those things that like I don't know. I just never got around to it. Yeah, fuck that lamp. What were we doing in here? Were we supposed to smash it or what? The locks of all doors have been opened. Wow. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, they killed it. I don't know. That's definitely a problem Bayonetta has, where like a lot of the areas feel kind of samey, don't they? Especially when you go to Paradiso or whatever. Yeah, like this is one of those games I will really resent, like not growing up with. This and like RE Remake One, I would say. RE Remake. Yeah, what's like the big list? Yeah, this, um, RE Remake One. I don't know, maybe Dragon Quest actually as a franchise. I don't know. I think I discovered Dragon Quest right there. Like I really think I wouldn't have liked Dragon Quest if I had played it as a kid. Maybe five. I was really interested in five. I remember reading about it. I wanted to buy it. Yeah, yeah, maybe I would have liked it. Okay, so the doors are open. Where do we go now? Like, I love how open the areas are because they feel like actual locations. Because like Bayonetta feels kind of railroaded, and like Devil May Cry just is Devil May Cry. How many guys can be on this blimp, really? Yeah, I agree. Like Ninja Gaiden's like way better than DMC in every way. It's not even really a contest, but like, yeah, it was just a case of like people refusing to play anything that wasn't on a PS2, and like it was just kind of ignored. I think the same's true for Dead or Alive and Tekken. Like Dead or Alive is way better, but like the masses just didn't give a fuck. Like, was Dead or Alive ever relevant in arcades in America? Because like, I think our arcades were already dead by the time it came out. That's kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, it's crazy to think that like Tekken 7 was like the last major like fighting game arcade. Like that they should have did not do it for 8. I really wonder if that's like part of the reason for their problems is that like they moved away from that model in 8. Because like I think Tekken 7 came out like 2 years earlier on arcade or something, and that's like kind of crazy to think about, but it happened. Yeah, was it 8? Was it available in America anywhere? That's just insane to me that they were able to do it that long. Yeah, it sucks. Tekken like would have probably like been able to establish itself as a 3D like fighting game powerhouse if it didn't like back the wrong horse. And I think that's the thing about Tekken is that like it's an example of an IP that blew up on PlayStation. Because like Tekken 3 is the game that people say is like the fighting game on PlayStation. And like it doesn't really matter because like it's just not that good compared to like the Nintendo counterparts. Because like Smash Bros blew up, but Tekken didn't, right? Yeah, I have not played 8 yet. So like everyone I talk to says 8 is like fucking garbage. So I'm very interested in saying like I'm gonna get it when it comes out on Switch 2, but like yeah, that could be like years away. Like I don't think they're gonna do it until they're desperate. Honestly, they're just gonna straight up refuse to do it. Itagaki, yeah, Itagaki the Chad, like basically destroying Tekken without even like. Did anybody bring up the PlayStation thing? Because like I don't know if he addressed that specifically. I don't know. I don't know how much he like spoke out about PlayStation because there's a reason he like refused to work with them. Like I think that might have been a big reason why he struggled so much was that like uh he spoke out against PlayStation in their practices early on, and it just caused them to like to fuck him over. Because that's what happened with Mikame too. Is that like he came out and talked about how the sales numbers for the PS2 were fake, right? And like back in the day, and that's just not something you're supposed to talk about. And so they came after him pretty hard for that. Yeah, like Itagaki really was like in a lot of ways. I'd say the soul of what made like Japanese gaming so great back in the day. Like ever since his fall from grace. Like honestly, that's kind of the turning point. Honestly, people say it was Gamergate, but like I think in a lot of ways it was like Itagaki getting fucked because like what that was about at its core was Corpo's fucking over like one of the best people in the industry. And the same thing happened to like Sakaguchi as well, a decade before. But like, I think like Final Fantasy was able to like retain like some relevancy. That is not the case for Ninja Gaiden or Dead or Alive. They're never gonna recover after this. I really wonder if like Tecmo thinks that like without him they can just kind of do whatever they want. But now that he's dead, that they can like people can move on from it. But I don't think so. Like he's the only reason people love these games. PS2 sales. Like again, the myth of the PS2. The issue with that is that it was so long ago that like nobody under the age of 30 gives a fuck, and it's just resulting in this problem where like people grew up with Nintendo games. They're more familiar with Nintendo hardware and Nintendo franchises, and so like they're gonna do what I did, where like they're gonna try and play PS2 games. Like, oh, I'm gonna play Sly Cooper, and I'm gonna play Ratchet and Clank. I'm gonna play like this. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It's not going to be as good as the Nintendo games. And that's like why the GameCube is so much more fondly remembered than the PS2, because the games were better. It's why the N64 is more fondly remembered than the PS1. It's the games were better and more popular. I don't think so, because like Nintendo has done a great job of like promoting their younger talent and cultivating their the next generation of teams. Oh, Master Ninja, excellent. Master Ninja for them. Like, I think there's a lot of reasons for it, but like it does kind of feel like modern devs don't have the worth ethic that like Miyamoto and those guys have, because like, these guys are like 70 years old. They grew up in like post-war Japan and like developed that crazy worth ethic. Uh and that's just not something you're gonna see out of like modern Japanese people. Like, they're just not willing to like work for it. Is like the case for most of these people, I think. Uh I had that experience, no joke. I was shocked when I realized you couldn't swim in like old GTA game. By the way, I love how like the first GTA game you can swim in is like the one with the black guy. Like, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty hard. Yeah, I mean, it's like one of the most desirable places to work in Japan now. So it's probably one of the best places to work. Period. Like the benefits they have are insane. Like, they're they really cultivate their talent. Like, people don't really talk about this, but like they're just they do a great job like actually running their business and actually like taking care of the developers and actually like I feel like people don't understand how well run of a business they actually are, especially compared to American companies, because like American companies just scam everyone all the time. Like, they scam the customer, they scam the employees, they scam like each other. Really, it's like it's just weird. And that's not how you do good business, in my opinion. I don't Clowning on like corporate America needs to be like mainstream. That's one of my things now that I'm self-employed, is that like, yeah, we really do need to start like making fun of like hiring people and like managers and like CEOs and shit like that. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, so everything Nintendo's going through now is like it's a result of like decades of like smart decision making, because like they're not having the problems everyone else is having. They're not having problems with like overpriced hardware, or like games taking too long to come out, or like games going over budget, or like any of that. Like, they don't even really have a problem with diversity. Like, I don't think Nintendo has that many like foreign developers. They've only just now started getting women on the board of directors, which is unfortunate. But like, I don't know. Like, I'm curious, like, whether we'll like see the end of like women in the workplace within our lifetime. Because I do think that's like one of the things that absolutely has to stop, is that like the idea that women can lead, like, because they very obviously can, unless it's like a female centric industry, I suppose, like makeup or whatever. I love how some super weapon is just in this boss. Yeah, that's actually the thing that concerns me the most about modern Nintendo, is that uh like like having women like take charge of certain projects. Like it's very unnecessary, and it's just kind of like I don't know. It's like Japanese women, but like, damn, did I really just get turned around? It's not like they're hiring Jews, but like at the same time, it's like, yeah, just get a guy in there. Like the ideal should be like nine like conservative men, I think, and I think that's what it's been consistently. But well, like they're still gonna like make weird like business decisions, which I think is gonna be the start of it. Is that they're gonna try and like I don't know, like try to make things more like diverse or whatever. Yeah, I'm curious like how it's gonna play out, but I mean my assumption is that like because we saw what happened when like Devin Pitchford came out, like people immediately started clowning on her for being a woman, and like the interesting thing about this is that like back in the day this would have gotten you laughed at, but like these days people take this shit really seriously. Like, and I think that's the issue that like female run companies are gonna have is that like people are just like they know how this goes. Like people things like the Cracker Barrel CEO, like they just like it just doesn't work. Yeah, that bitch is out by the way, which is kind of crazy. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did, but I don't know. Yeah, it feels like conservatives are more like willing to draw a line in the sand and like they're willing to fight back and like it's leading to like an immediate loss of profits. Like it's not like it was like 10 years ago. A rat? Wow. And we're about where we were when we yeah, but like I think the important thing is that like um Nintendo has no real competition going forward. So like even if they have like a downfall at some point, like they'll bounce back from it. Like I think it's pretty much guaranteed. Like I don't think there'll ever be a point where like everything they put out is like garbage. Because they'll always be put like it's not gonna fall off. I think in like 50 years, it's gonna take a long while. Um, yeah, I was watching. I was reading Sean Malmstrom's blog today, and he was doing the whole like he was trying to cope with why he wasn't excited about Splatoon Raiders because the funny thing about like Splatoon Raiders is that the narrative initially from him was that like oh yeah Nintendo they don't have any exciting uh games that appeal to Western audiences and the thing about that is Splatoon Raiders is extremely popular with Western audiences. So like what we're seeing now is that like he's trying to backtrack on that and he's trying to say that like well like people don't want Japanese culture. They want Japanese craftsmanship. So like his belief is that like Mario, Zelda, and Metroid were like all super Western franchises, even though they came out of Japan, and then like Splatoon isn't, and that's why it's doomed to failure. And I'm just like, this is all just so retarded. Like he's really obsessed with this idea that like Mario is like an American brand because like Mario is an Italian plumber from Brooklyn, and it's like bro, that's not the distinct like that's what are you talking about? It's a Japanese brand. Like it doesn't matter where the characters are from, it's matter where the game is made. It's just like it's like the stupidest fucking thing ever. It's like it's his weird like it's weird. He runs a Nintendo blog, but he's like really xenophobic toward the Japanese. And I don't know what causes this because I know a lot of people like this. The BitBlock's like this too. Like he really hates like Japanese culture and people. And I don't really understand why. Holy shit! It's like Ninja. It's not the stupid like cat thing. Wait, what? No, wait, no. The cat thing's not appear in hero mode. We haven't seen them yet. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like, yeah, there have been plenty of like Western developed Mario products, but they're not good. So like, it's just dumb. And like, it's not like most of the games take place in New York anyway. That's been like not part of the lore since like fucking Donkey Kong. So it's like you just don't like you just look at like the angle they took like he takes with it, and it's just like a giant coat. Like especially when you take into consideration like Splatoon's a shooter that's taking like a ton of influences from like other shooters. So like the idea that it's not a Western brand when like shooters are like our genre is just it's just ridiculous. Less anime. Yeah, it's like what the fuck is he talking about? Because like the thing about that, Star Fox is an anime. It was based off of Thunderbirds, which is a British TV show from the BBC. So like it's actually yeah, Star Fox is actually the one brand that I would say is actually like pretty strongly Western influenced with like very few like Japanese influence. Well, I mean maybe that's a stretch. Like you have Gundam and stuff in there. But yeah, it's very strongly influenced by Thunderbird. Can you not die in hero mode? Do you not fight the cats on hero mode? So it's like hero mode better than like hard in this? Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. 100%. Like the idea that like Americans will never like get into Japanese stuff is retarded. Like, like sushi is like a staple here now. Everybody watches anime. It's like insane that like people like that will still try and tell you. I think the narrative for that is that like open worlds are like a Western concept, supposedly, and that's what makes it enjoyable. I don't think he likes Breath of the Wild that much, actually. When I last heard for the Bit Block, he claimed that he stopped playing Breath of the Wild after like the first two dungeons. Like, and this was like in 2019 or 2020 or something. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he never finished it. Yeah, he is kind of a pleb. Don't take him seriously when like he starts running his mouth about this kind of stuff. 'Cause, like he mostly plays like Wii Sports and like Mario Kart and stuff like that. Mario Party. He's like a cat. Does he love Tears of the Kingdom? I haven't seen him talk about it. Yeah, I felt like every YouTuber hated Tears of the Kingdom when it came out, so it's weird whenever I hear like, oh yeah, the Midwell. I guess it's like the overwhelming consensus, but like in the immediate aftermath, like it felt like everybody was like a skitty bitty or like whoever, like just trying to grift off of it, which I suppose is all it was really. But yeah, we just did this the other day. Yeah, the Bitblock's been pretty defensive of the Switch 2 in general. Last time I checked, well, he had it the last direct, but I don't know. Like Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. Man. I think I did that for my Games of the Year 2025 list. No, I think it was just Tears of the Kingdom actually, so I could give it like Game of the Year twice. Yeah, that's like how I'm gonna like handle the Tears of the Kingdom thing going forward. Is that like, yeah, it's Game of the Year 2023 and 2025. Fuck you. 'Cause, like the disrespect that like we got, like Tears of the Kingdom got from the masses was like unacceptable in my mind. Like to me, it's like one of the worst things that ever happened to like gaming because like that game was like a masterpiece, and you still see people bitching about the plot and like the story and the mechanics, and it's just like it's just not true. Like you still see a lot of people saying it's a straight rehash of Breath of the Wild, and like anybody who's played it can tell you it's not. So they remade the Thousand Door. Yeah, really. Fucking yeah. I bet he really liked the fact that Vivian was was a boy now, huh? Like fucking weirdo. Yeah, he like hyped up Thousand Year Door remake really hard, really hard. I was pretty put off by it personally. I just really like it. So there are people out and about, like when there are like demons and ninjas walking around. Yeah, the weird thing is that the Vivian thing isn't gonna stick. Yeah, yeah, Rachel's hot as fuck. I didn't used to like her, but like, yeah, she kind of reminds me of Soleil Freeman though. Yeah, I guess yeah, when I first played this, I had not created the character yet, so that's kind of crazy. Soleil doesn't dress like this, by the way, but yeah. So the Vivian thing, I think this is gonna be true for like all like the characters that the trans community adopts. Like
So that was a fiend.
everyone's gonna hate it, and then eventually it's just gonna be changed back. Honestly,
Human.
Anyone with susceptibility to the curse, whether they are a saint or a sinner, can succumb to it and become a fiend.
yeah, I like
So
her a lot
what's
more than I
happening
used
to
to.
you?
Complex. And you?
I don't know, I actually do like the
Minor fiend named Oku.
I've confirmed this several times, but like
Do you know him?
the Golden Age was actually pretty strongly influenced by Itagi's work in
Going to
particular because
kill him.
I just love the way he handles like
No
the
idea
tone
what
and the
you're talking
style
about.
and like the female characters and all that.
Done
Like
it myself long ago. He was the wish of my
yeah, actually
soul.
the story that kicked off the Golden Age American Ninja, it was very heavily influenced by this. Look at those jiggle. Look at those puppies. Look at those milkers.
Busy night.
Seem to have quite a way with the ladies, my friend.
Shut up, Luca.
Don't mind me, I'm just passing by.
It's that guy from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh man, I said that last time I saw him.
Sounds like
It's that guy from Indiana Jones.
And I know Rachel.
Or from Eternal Darkness. I can't tell you.
She'll be just fine.
What's with all these people jumping off of buildings? But yeah, like I think what's gonna happen is that like inevitably like the trans thing is just gonna collapse. Like it's just not popular. No one cares about it. Like people like spent their entire lives trying to normalize it, and it's just not gonna happen. Do I get to skip Rachel? Oh shit. Yeah, we're almost to where we got filtered. Wow. Why'd she even go off on her own? I'm just kind of confused by this. Yeah, I don't believe you do this in Black. I don't remember this at all. Like, who even are these guys? Like, I don't. Rachel, really? Well, like his canon love interest is Irene, right? So, I mean, that was set in stone like before this game was even made. Yeah. It'd be nice going through like this, two Sigma and like N3 like back to back because like I've always felt like it was kind of a shame that I've never played these sequentially. I mean, to be fair, I've never beaten the original, and I haven't beaten two. I have beaten three, but I barely remember. That was like years ago. There's special combo. I don't know, man. What is with these sections where you always play as some other character? I'm just like, does it really add that much? I don't know. In RE4, you're gonna play as Ashley for a bit, and that's like, honestly, I kind of wish you got to do that more often because like she has like interesting mechanics and like she gets to do things around. Yeah, in the Japanese version, like her section is like a callback to like classic Resident Evil. So like I'm kind of sucks that we didn't get that. I don't know. I guess Americans aren't as like suckers for nostalgia like that. But yeah, we're on like chapter six, I think. Yeah, I think we were just stuck on the boss of chapter six. Is that correct? Oh shit! Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is where chapter six ends, isn't it? Well, whatever. Yeah, why would I can actually get through this game without having to stress out about like all these enemy encounters and just kind of getting through it? 'Cause that's all I've wanted to do for the past several years, is just beat this fucking game. Like, it sucks that I've had to lower the difficulty to do it, but I don't know, it happens. And plus, it's not like I got rid of the hard playthrough, so we'll just pick it up later when it's time to come back to that. I am kind of worried it's never gonna happen. I mean, that's something I've been worried about. Like at my age, is that like I just don't really put much priority in like beating games anymore. So like, I really think there's like a lot of games on my backlog that I'm just not ever gonna get around to playing. And honestly, like in a lot of ways, I'm kind of been thinking a lot about like retiring from gaming in general because like it's one of those things where I'm just like, I had a lot of fun like yesterday going out and like doing a bunch of other stuff I wouldn't normally have done. It's like I don't know. I've been doing a lot more stuff like that lately, and it feels like to me um that like that's kind of where I want to go going forward. It just makes more sense to me. Like I've played all these games already, and I played them more than most people ever will, and I don't know. It's just Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's quite a bit harder. Yeah. Yeah, I've been struggling to get through this for a long time. Yeah, I started playing Ninja Gaiden Black before I even moved out, actually. So yeah, that would have been about 2017. Yeah, almost 10 years ago. Yeah, and I've never finished it. Like I've always chalked that up to being because of like on the Xbox or whatever, but like it's just one of those things where I'm just like, I couldn't blast that one. Couldn't remember where to go really. Okay. Uh, it's been like 3 hours. Uh, yeah, I think it's gonna be Castlevania. Uh, hmm. Yeah, Fatal Frame 2, Rido. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we're playing now. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any new games until Onimusha comes out. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Duskbloods. Yeah, I confirmed this already, but I did get accepted into the playtest. But I will not be able to stream it, so I'll have to do that off stream. I don't know if I'll be able to talk about it afterwards, because I don't think it's for content creators. I think it's for just beta testing. So I don't know what I'll be able to get away with like saying publicly, but we'll see if we can get around it somehow. Uh, but yeah, yeah, honestly, like I think Razor's Edge is quite a bit better than people give it credit for. But yeah, I gotta get to bed. I am gonna take a nap. I am gonna get up tomorrow. I think I'm gonna get to work on the Expedition 33 videos.